The Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors has hinted that fuel prices could cross the 20 Ghana Citi per litre mark soon. This, according to the Chamber, is due to the sharp depreciation of the Citi against the dollar. The currency is reported to have depreciated by about 50% since the start of the year and traded at about 15 Ghana Citi to the dollar last week. Speaking at a stakeholder forum organized by the National Petroleum Authority, board chair of Seaboard, Ivy Pia Owusu, stressed the need for the government to absorb some of the shocks players in the oil and gas space are dealing with to help check prices at the pumps.
Look, no amount of prudent pricing could have prepared anybody for today. Granted, there's also a situation of underpricing. But if 2 weeks ago Friday, you even sold on cash and carry to an OMC using the exchange rate of 11 cedis, assuming you were even being prudent, so instead of using 11 cedis, which at that time was around 10.5, you used 12. By the next 4 days, which was last week, Wednesday, you were out of the market because the exchange rate was 15. As we speak, 16. So, regulator, I know it's a long shot, but is there a way the government can also look to subsidize the shocks that the BDCs have absorbed in this period of time? And being very honest with you, if we're doing the right thing, we should be expecting pump prices in the 20 range in the next pricing window.
Meanwhile, the Association of Oil Marketing Companies has revealed that many of its members are struggling to stay afloat as some of its members are selling at a loss due to the constant hike in the dollar. Chief Executive Officer of the association, Kweku Ajimandua, stressed that the challenge with the currency must be tackled to prevent many players in the space from folding up.
And now our margins are like this, and sometimes even run at a loss. I remember some OMCs, they gave me some analysis, I look at it. And, for petrol, they're not making anything. So the little that they can make on diesel, which is keeping them going. And some of them, as many as 8 months, they have not paid their workers. Can you imagine? And that's the average. So some of the workers are, some of them don't even want to go to work. So that's the situation we find ourselves. So there's a need. We're saying that we've done a good work with the team, but I was wondering as I was sitting and said, hey, so if this is a good work, I don't know if you didn't do anything, what will happen? But we still have to do work. The parameters are something we cannot control, but we need to look at it again and see how best we can redeem ourselves from these doldrums. The way it is, if we don't do anything about it, you see some waves are going. And the last count, when we were talking about some people who were not paying those things. Those people who were not paying, if you look at them, averagely, they have been around for just about an average of 4 years. You see the big guys, the old, very old guys going away.
Some oil marketing companies have already begun revising their prices upwards despite the end of the second pricing window for the month. Mr. Ajimandua stressed that these adjustments have become necessary to enable OMCs make fuel readily available for the consuming public.
So now we have come to where we are, and I don't think it will be, mentioning the figures, like I said, it will be prudent for us to be sitting down waiting for another 2 weeks to change figures. It's not going to work. If you continue like this, I bet you will not see Xmas if it's going to happen. A lot of us will have to fold up because it's pretty difficult. And I'm not advocating that we should go increase prices. As of this morning, I heard that some OMCs have responded to the call, not the call from anybody, the call to the FS and what is happening to appropriately react, and they have reacted, and that's what we are going to see. I know some drivers will not be happy, I know some people will not be happy, but that's what it is. The issue now is we either have the petrol at a certain price or we don't have the petrol at all.